Alrighty, good afternoon. I am here after being at the Super Bowl myself. We were blessed with some tickets from a friend, and we walked out during the halftime show, and it has nothing to do with the political stance or any of that stuff. It doesn't even necessarily have to do with Bad Bunny saying you better learn Spanish if you want to hear my show. Whatever. I'm not offended by that. I think that you're missing the mark with your target audience, but that's neither here nor there. Today, in this video, I am here to speak as a Christian, as a preacher, as a leader in ministry, and just as a fellow brother in Christ, to say that you cannot be a Christian and listen to Bad Bunny. I can't believe this video even needs to be made. I've had conversations offline with some people. I had one friend who messaged me and said, I'm jealous that you're at the Super Bowl, but only because of the halftime show. Like they wish they could see the performance. I am not the kind of person who's like, oh, I can separate the content from the performance and I can just appreciate, the production. No. And I, push back against that person in private. So I feel comfortable saying it here. And it's not like I'm going to name drop. But the point is, it just revealed to me, I think we need to have a conversation. And so I'm not here to say, well, you should have turned into the other alternate halftime show. And look, I'm glad there was a gospel presentation, and maybe I'll touch on that in a minute. I am here to simply say, as a Christian, you cannot listen to Bad Bunny. And let me tell you why. So I pulled up a list of the songs that were played during halftime. And during halftime, we went out and we got some food, and we went to the pro shop and got a beanie and a jersey because it was getting a little chilly and I wanted something to take home. So I didn't hear any of the show, really. I mean, you could hear it in the background, but I did notice that the crowd was less involved, more standing still than during the game. Now, I can't speak for everyone. I didn't see all 70,000 people that were there, but it was not like there was a total eruption at the stadium. I'll say that. Anyways, I want to focus on the content. So this is what I find very interesting. One of the songs that was played is called TT Me Pregunto. Time Magazine just chose this as the best song of the year. I'm going to read to you some of the lyrics. Okay, this was not like Latin best song. This was Time Magazine said best song of the year. Let me read some of the lyrics. I'm going to skip around. Auntie asked me if I have a lot of girlfriends. Today I have one. Tomorrow I have another. But there's no wedding. I'm going to take them all to the VIP. Let the ones I already slept with smile in a VIP. Okay, so that's not very good. Let's see. A Dominican who's a hottie, one from Barcelona that came by plane and says that my penis is fire. I would love to hear a Christian singing that and justifying that. The song is about having a lot of girlfriends. Take them to the VIP. Hey boy, devil boy. Find a serious woman for yourself, devil boy. Let's keep going. Many want my baby. They want to have my firstborn and take the credit. I'm bored already. I want a brand new vagina. A new one, 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 Just let me know as a Christian how we can justify. This is one song. This is Song of the Year, by the way, according to Time Magazine. Song of the Year. Let's pick another one. Yo Perreo Sola. All right, here we go. Yo Perreo Sola. Lyrics, English. Comment. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Did you watch either of the halftime shows? What do you think? Do you think Christians should be able to listen to this? Here we go. Yo Perreo Sola, which translates to I twerk alone. Okay. Here's the lyrics. Before you would ignore me, now I ignore you. I twerk alone. Sorry, this page keeps refreshing. It's pretty annoying. They just have so many ads. The nightclub gets lit when she arrives. Men are her hobby. She's older than 20. She showed me her ID. She climbs on the table and screw it. When she twerks, she doesn't stop. She smokes and gets turned on. She'll call you if she needs you, but for now she's alone. She twerks alone. She has a problematic friend and another one who barely talks, but the three of them are the devil. Today she wore a mini skirt. And she calls me Poppy. She's really hot, like naughty, drunk, and crazy. She doesn't care. Let's twerk. Life is short. She misbehaves after midnight. Let's twerk. Life is short. Like, is this uplifting? Is this good music for a Christian? Now, there's 14 songs he sang at the halftime show. I'll just do one more. Saphira. Let's look that up. Lyrics, English. Okay, here we go. Let's see this song translated. Damn, how insane, you have a nice ass. I don't even like saying that. I don't feel good saying that. How dare you come without panties? She sucks my lollipop and gets on her knees. What do you think? Effed up, man. Hee hee. Tell 'em, bunny. Today we drink. Today we smoke like a Rasta. If God permits it. If God permits it. Today we drink. Today we spin. Today we smoke like a Rasta. Galactic style lust so that your panties get wet, get horny and versatile, more slutty than Betty Boop. I'm going to stop because it gets worse. It gets worse. So just tell me how in the world you can be a Christian and listen to this. That's like saying I watch porn for the plot. That's like saying you could be a Christian who watches pornography. You can be a Christian and do X, Y, and Z. No, you can't. You can't listen to this. I don't care what the political message is. I'm not even here to talk about that. The content alone, I don't care if the whole world loved him. If you're a Christian, you can't listen to that at all. And if you are a Christian and you find yourself wanting to defend listening to that, you need to check your heart because you can't sing that. And if you're just singing in Spanish and you don't know the words, well, I just told you what you're singing. You are singing this out of your mouth, and then you're going to go to church and you're going to worship God out of the same mouth? You're going to pray to God out of the same mouth? No. No, this is wrong. It's despicable behavior. This should be revealing to us if we think this is okay in the church. The words are, I don't even like reading the lyrics, but I wanted you to hear them. I wanted you to get like shocked by them. Like, I can't believe he just said that. Yeah, that's what many Christians are singing. Not okay. So let me address the Turning Point halftime show really quick. I didn't see it. It was happening while I was at the stadium. It was too loud. Again, we were getting food. Here's what I do know, and I'd be happy to be corrected on this again because I didn't see it. From what I have seen after the fact, people are criticizing Kid Rock, and I understand why, because he wasn't a great guy before, and I don't know him now. But let me speak to this really quick. He does have a song where he's like talking about underage girls and that he likes them. He says something like, you say it's statutory, I say it's mandatory. I think that's disgusting. Now, let me caveat that. Is Kid Rock today the same Kid Rock who wrote that song? From what I've seen, I would argue no. I have only seen Kid Rock profess Jesus Christ. I saw one clip from the halftime show, so I can't speak on it with like authority, but the clip that I saw, he was like singing the gospel. These are the same people that crucified, OnlyFans models who walked away from it and are now professing Jesus. Now, this is nuanced, because if they walked away from it, but they're still acting suggestively, you've got every reason to scrutinize. But from my perspective, and I'd be happy to be corrected because I have not seen everything he's done, I have only seen Kid Rock profess Christ. I think was he on Rogan? Is that correct? I believe he was on Rogan. He was talking about Jesus Christ and that he's the only way. I have not seen him doing worldly things still. So if you're going to blame Kid Rock for his past, you need to blame him also for his present. And you need to say, is there a change? And if there is a change, that is the power of the gospel at work. So this is not me saying, hey, I'm defending the Turning Point halftime show. You should have watched that. I didn't see it all. From what I saw and heard, it was great. And it was professing the gospel, which is what I would hope to see from that organization. That's what Charlie would have wanted. But if you're going to look at Kid Rock, you have to look at who he is now. And from what I have seen, he looks like a different person. He looks like he has been changed. He talks as if he has encountered Christ and he is a new man. And I pray that that continues, and I pray it continues to be fruitful. The bottom line is, you can't be a Christian and listen to Bad Bunny or anything like it. You just can't. There's no justification. If you have one, please leave it in the comments. I would love to have a discussion. Anyone who can defend the lyrics that I just read, take your best shot. I would love to hear it. And we can have a discussion in the comments. But I'm putting my foot down here. I think it's wrong. I am just saddened by any Christian who enjoys that. I don't care about his performance. I don't care about the production. Listen to what he literally sang to 160 million people, 70,000 in person. Those are the words that he was singing. It's wrong. And as Christians, we've got to do better. So let's put our foot down. Let's not set a vile thing before our eyes. Let's protect our ears, because Jesus told us it's what gets in our heart. What gets in our heart, that is what defiles us. And we have to be protectors of our ears and our eyes. We've got to be tender towards this stuff. Let's not become like the world. Let's not become hardened or numb to the things of the world. Let's stay sensitive towards sin. And yeah, that is going to mean pushing out anything like Bad Bunny or anything else. My advice as we end this video, examine the lyrics of everything that you listen to. If you're going to put it in your ear, or worse, you're going to sing it out of your mouth, you better know what you're saying, because you're going to stand before God one day and you're going to give an account. And on a deeper level, it will affect how you live now. You might not realize it, but when you begin to allow this filth into your life, it will seep into other areas. Let's be people who run after holiness and push away the perversion of the world. So nothing against Bad Bunny. I pray that he comes to know the Lord. But as long as that kind of content is coming out of his mouth, I will not listen to him. So that's all I got for you. We'll see you tomorrow for another episode of Morning Wisdom. See you.